Hello everybody, this is Podcast Being Gonzalez. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Friday. I just went to my job interview. And the other day, I purchased this amazing table tennis. So I just been uh, practice a little bit because I haven't played in a while. But yeah, and might as well take this opportunity to talk about something that's been once again on the internet. The idea, for those that don't know, I'm a transgender woman. I transitioned from male to female years ago, been on hormones for a while. And, but once again, people, transphobes specifically, are at it again when it comes to trashing and talking about Leah Thomas having an advantage in swimming because supposedly trans women had an advantage, competitive advantage. Honestly, I'm tired of that. If we're going to analyze sports, we should actually talk about the fact that almost anybody could have a competitive advantage on any sport. It just happened that when you say things towards transgender women, you are just being transphobic. Um, like, can you imagine if I were to play table tennis competitively? Like, what would be the things that people would be saying about table tennis? I mean, like, a sport that you play with small, tiny little paddle and small, tiny little ball. Can you imagine the comments that people will be saying? That would be hilarious, honestly. But you know what? If I want to play in a tournament, I will play in a tournament because you know what? To play this, you need to have skills. And the only way you get those skills is by practicing. See, I screw up in there right now. Um, but you practice. That's how you become better at whichever sport you choose to do. Whether it's um, table tennis or any other sport, you just practice. You have to train, you have to practice. And I know I practice with the table. Maybe this doesn't give me too many opportunities to practice. And I should be practicing with somebody else. I hear another human being. Screw up in there. I would have lost that point in there. Again, I have been playing since I was in high school. But there's people that think that I have a competitive advantage somehow, even if I try to compete in this sport. And it's ridiculous. Hormones do affect you. And also, please, don't remind me of the organs that I have or don't have, like I get that. I know where I came from, you know. I know I'm transgender. But I've been on hormones. Hormones have affected me. And in a sport like this, table tennis, where you play with a paddle, you know what's more important? Skills. But nobody likes to talk about skills. Even in any sport, there are skills. If you play basketball and baseball, there are team sports. It may not give if you play soccer too. Again, team sports. Weightlifting, yeah, you're individual, but even then, you still train. There are skills of how to do things properly. And swimming, I used to swim when I was younger. You still have skills that you have to practice and develop before you go to compete competitively. So, in all honesty, when people try to assume that a person will have an advantage just because of who they are, it's ridiculous. There are other women in that particular sport that probably may have more advantage competitively than Leah Thomas, honestly. And in all honesty, when you look at the numbers that Leah Thomas does, and this is something that is out there, she didn't do any better. She didn't break any records, honestly. She didn't break any records at all. So people are thinking that, oh my God, she's destroying the competition, yada yada, and that is so far away from the truth. I don't know, swimming versus table tennis is not the same thing, you know. And I wish I could go and play. And there's an opportunity for me to go and play. I just have to pay the money for that, and maybe I can go and play. I want to go and play at Westchester Table Tennis Club. They're doing a tournament on April 10th. I want to pay $25 to get enrolled with a USA table tennis, and also $40 to play in the tournament. I personally would love to go and do that if I can, um, because I would love to play. If I play, I will probably be playing with my gender, the women's division, but I'm pretty sure that I can enroll also in the men's division if I want to. But I will be playing in the women's division. But wouldn't it be hilarious that people start opposing the fact that, oh no, here comes a trans woman to smash women's record, you know, because apparently in the review I could be able to be the best table tennis champion in the world. Um, that's probably not the case, honestly. And I am pretty sure, I am pretty completely sure that that is not the case. Because there are skills, and I haven't played in years. I used to play in high school, but I don't think me playing in high school can get me to survive a whole tournament and win a tournament. You know, that would be kind of silly for me to do so. You know, but there would be people that would be talking shit about me having a competitive advantage in table tennis. Anyway, again, you have to analyze each sport. You have to analyze how it works. You have to analyze the sport in itself. You know, you can't just go say that trans women have an advantage in a sport when that sport doesn't even divide people by weight classes or size. You know, basketball, for example. Basketball. Look at the basketball player in the NBA in a particular team. You'll find that some basketball players they are taller, some are smaller. You know, and they're still playing that team. But I don't see you complain about the unfairness that some may have or some teams may have, you know, because they don't have enough top players, you know. So definitely it's something that you have to consider. So when we're talking about fairness in sport, there's really nothing fair in any sport, to be honest. You know, best athletes are the ones that are going to win, the ones that train the most, and the ones that maybe they have a competitive advantage. Because everybody, like I said, everybody may have a competitive advantage at this point. Not necessarily trans women, everybody does. Everybody may have a competitive advantage. But when you say negative thing about trans women, you're being transphobic. So let's admit it, all those comments against the other Thomas are just from people that are transphobic, that don't understand how transition works. And like I said, you're just being transphobic. And you just don't want to see trans women playing sports. And you know what? I do professional wrestling. Yeah, true, it's not a real sport. You can argue that the stage combat, yeah, I get it. You know, but I will not stop. I feel more fuel to pursue what I like and what I do because I love it. And if I want to play table tennis, you know what? I'll do it. I will do it. And there's no chance in hell that I will stop. I just want to see all of you transphobic people just being upset. Because it's hilarious that you're getting upset. And it would be hilarious if you get upset about me playing in a sport like table tennis. Because it will be funny to see what kind of bullshit you can come and say that give me an advantage over another player. Maybe the fact that I can play both right-handed and left-handed. But what will you come up with? What will you come up with if you see a trans woman playing table tennis? You know, like seriously, what silly thing are you going to say? Because some of the things will have to be hilarious. Like I can just imagine the comments, you know. I don't even know if you will be talking about table tennis or about something else, you know. But yeah, anyway, peace everybody, stay safe. And if anybody feels like they want to support me to go and compete in a table tennis tournament or play against one of the best players in the world, male or female, I don't care. I will play against everybody. I feel like table tennis is a sport that is for everybody, for everyone, you know. Table tennis, I think, is a sport that is for everyone. And if I had money in the area, I'll probably start a table tennis club in the area. So that way, when transphobes decide that they don't want to have trans women or trans girls playing sport in school, they can come to my table tennis club and play there. Trans people in general, too. Anybody. I don't care. Because table tennis is for everyone. Anyway, peace everybody, stay safe, and bye.